Aloha and Xin Chao. This is Johnny Saigon again here in beautiful Honolulu, Hawaii. We are at a place called Anamoana Beach Park. And so let me just turn real quick where we are at. We're right in downtown Honolulu and near Waikiki. It's a beautiful sunny day here in spring of 2024. As you can see, someone's actually getting married and having their wedding photos taken. So very nice. Typically they're from Japan, which is a big tradition to come to Hawaii and have their weddings, like a Western style wedding here. They might have their own traditional style wedding back in Japan, but they also come here for a Western style wedding where they would get like a limousine ride and the honeymoon and everything like that. That's part of the Hawaii package, so it's very cool. Okay. Anyway, so back to what I was talking about. I want to start a new series talking about kind of just philosophies, musings about life, kind of things that I've thought about for years but haven't made videos about it because I'm not a YouTuber, but I do want to get some things out, so perhaps one day I can kind of look back, and perhaps some of you might enjoy these enough where I can do a couple more after this. So today's topic, I want to discuss about what I saw on TV the other day, where, like, I guess a good cop was interviewing this bad guy, and he's kind of like talking philosophy to this guy, and he's saying where, like, this bad guy, all he does is do bad things, right? But he puts it in a way which made me think, because he said that in doing bad things, he was making people that he interacted with become better versions of themselves. Meaning, from his interactions with them, his victims, I guess you can say, they come through where they would better themselves, and they would better their life, they would better themselves, they would do better things, and ultimately they would become better versions of themselves, and hopefully the best versions of themselves. So in a way, this bad guy made people become good after a while, you know what I mean, or become better. So in a way, and I was thinking about it, I was like, yeah, that's such a good take on life, because life is never black or white, it's never binary, it's never this or that, it's never good or evil, good or bad. It's always on a spectrum. And someone else told me about things that happen on a spectrum that made me also think a lot as well, and that's another video for another day. But for today's topic, let's talk about the shades of gray that is life, and the shades of gray that is a human being, that is a person, that you can do many things in life which do not make up who you are for just one instance, but maybe in the totality of things. Meaning, you could be someone doing bad things one day, good things another day. And so should you be judged for being a bad person for doing one bad thing? Because that's pretty much everyone does something bad, but they, or at least the ones who are conscious of it, they try to make up for it another day with doing something good. And ultimately life is about recognizing that, and hopefully one day in the end, when you go to meet your maker, that you strive to do more good things than bad things, so that in the end you balance out as being a quote-unquote good person, right? So it's kind of like the Buddhist teaching of karma, right? So when you do bad things gonna happen to you, so you have to come up with a way to do good things so that good things happen to you, and in the end you should do more good things than bad things, so you can contribute to societies, contribute to life, contribute to humanity, and all that, and all the good things that you can do. So it got me thinking, and I just want to share that sometimes some people do bad things, but if in doing so they make the people that they interacted with find out about more about themselves and become better versions of themselves, then would you consider that a good thing ultimately in the end? If he did something bad that in the end made that other person that he interacted with better? And of course, I'm talking about, not ultimately really bad things like, murder or anything that's like too bad, right? Because I think those are kind of the extremes where you can't really make someone better, right? Because they're not there anymore. So, just everyday things and something good for you to think about, because if you are one of those person that do bad things, maybe you recognize that maybe in the future you can turn around and do something good. So in a way, you kind of help the cause of turning someone better, right? Because for some people, especially for younger people, when bad things happen, they don't realize how they can turn it around to make it better. And after a while, when they keep accumulating bad things, they something tragic happens, right? So let's not get to that point. Let's try and recognize it earlier. So if you are one of those persons that do bad things, then make it up, right? Make it up for yourself, make it up for them, to do something good to them so that they can become a better person. And if you are one of the victims, life sometimes isn't fair, but if you can recognize certain things and turn those bad things around to affect you to become, so you can learn from your mistakes, learn from those bad things, and turn around to make it into something good or better for your life, then that's a way to approach life, right? Because sometimes it's never fair. Sometimes you feel like so many bad things happening to you, and you ask yourself why, or you ask whoever why do bad things keep happening. But perhaps some of those things you can turn around and actually become better. Someone always say, people always say, learn from your mistakes, right? Do better from it, right? Don't just let it affect you in a bad way. Learn from it and become better. So I just want to relay this aspirational message, that life isn't always that bad, that sometimes you can turn it around to make it good. So if I'm here to help you to be able to make yourself better, let me know in the comments, and let me know in the comments other topics that perhaps one day I can discuss as well. I love to talk about philosophy, so I'm quite going to call this playlist Johnny's Philosophies. I just want to share some of my musings of life, right? Just talk about life and just certain topics that I think are worth expressing, and perhaps in a way that can help other people to become better, right? Or to better find out about themselves or about this world. Anyways, thanks for indulging me. Thanks for listening to this kind of long rant, but I just want to get some things off my chest, because what I want to do is when I see something that's food for thought, I want to express it right away, while it's still fresh in my mind, so that way I can kind of come up with a topic that will help people. So hopefully this topic helps some of you, and let me know in the comments if there's other things that I can talk about as well. And if you like some of these videos that I've made on my YouTube channel, Vietnam ViVu, please give it a like, give it a subscribe. And as the channel states, my name is Johnny Saigon, so I'm from Vietnam. So we discuss on the total more about Vietnamese things, like about Vietnam food, culture, people, places to go, and things like that. But we also talk about some things about life and other things in general. So whatever I can do to help, let me know. And as always, love, peace, and aloha, and have a great day, okay? Thanks, you guys. Aloha.